Good morning. It's 10 a.m. right now. I just finished my edit from yesterday, and I'm waiting for this guy to show up to fix like all these random little broken doodads around my house. My game plan today is to get everything done that I didn't do yesterday because me and Sam just ended up hanging out. I do plan on skating, setting up a new skateboard, and also running errands that I've been putting off. So let's get started. Thanks for watching. Finishing my vlog from last night. Done, completely. Exporting right now. Also, the dude came over, Ralph, fixed nothing. I'm sorry, hopefully he doesn't watch my vlogs, but I guess he's gonna come back in like a week and try to get everything done. And right now I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna do my little meditation. I'm doing this 10-day meditation thing from Headspace. It's like an app, and I find it very interesting. So I don't know what it's gonna do or how the results are gonna be, but I'm working on that, and then I am leaving. See you soon. Okay, there's a new on the radio station, and I'll probably be listening to it a lot, knowing me, because I'm a loser. Also, I'm going to Wells Fargo right meow, but the closest one is 30 minutes away, and it's straight north. Straight quarters are straight right, and the reason I'm going north is to avoid me falling into the trap of going skateboarding and doing all that all day, because I need to be an adult today. So I'm going north. I don't know where it is. It could literally be in the middle of nowhere. I could end up on a farm with people playing banjos and killing me. So the Wells Fargo doesn't exist. I drove 30 minutes and it is evaporated. I typed in Wells Fargo anywhere else, and there isn't one in this city, state, wherever. There isn't a single Wells Fargo anywhere that showed up on a map or on Yelp. So we're like hundreds of miles away from any Wells Fargo. So I guess I have to call them, which they called me earlier, and she was like, you know what, actually you can just pay on the phone. And I was like, I'll do that. Well, actually I wanna make an adventure out of today, so I'm gonna go travel to one. And she was like, cool. I highly regret not paying on the phone now because I don't have their number. So I was just about to consider this a loss, but I realized I'm next to the mall that me and Casey went to a few days ago. They have a Starbucks in there, so I'm gonna go in there, do what I do, handle a few tasks that I need to get done. So here's where we're at. I have a little bit of anxiety for not paying the actual bill for Wells Fargo. So I need to go home and find the envelope that tells me the account information so I can actually pay it, and then I will be a lot more at ease. And from there, I'll probably just end up going to the Barnes & Noble right next to my place because it has a beautiful view, really easy to be inspired, and get a few things done at my house, stop by a Target. There's errands, just errands upon errands. So hopefully I can get some time to skate in the near future. Finally, back on track. I'm at Target right now buying 2 things, and then I'm heading out. And I feel good now. Now I can go home, I can get the other thing done, I can go to Barnes & Noble and get the rest done. I feel like I'm yelling, there's nobody here. I'm using the teeth whitener. That's why I sound insane. I'm hoping the letter will be somewhere in these boxes. So this is the mess I got. I emptied out the boxes and I could not find it anywhere. So I'm gonna go upstairs and look through every single possible thing that I own. I did it! I paid the car payment. It took pretty much all of my anxiety to finally get it done, but the phone call just lasted an hour long, and now it's 2:30. Heading to Barnes & Noble, right across the street pretty much. Across the street, like 2 blocks away, whatever. And I'm gonna relax and actually work. It's so funny because work is the exciting part of when I'm anxious. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to work so that all this can go away and I'll feel productive and be happy and content. So about to be happy and content. sessions I've had and just strange obstacles throughout when I could have just gone to a skate park. But I was sitting at Barnes & Noble and I know I have to go back in there and finish my work, and I wanted to set up my new skateboard because it was actually on my to-do list. So this was like the only thing next to the Barnes & Noble, and I had a ton of fun. It's fun trying to like be more creative in skating anyways, even though it wasn't super creative, but it was fun trying. I'm gonna do a quick Q&A before I go back inside though. And this is a question from Aaron Burton. Let me find the question real quick. The question is, do you ever set project goals that you can't accomplish, either due to time restrictions and or it's just too hard to do? I don't think so. I'm a firm believer in thinking that no obstacle is too hard, and it's not like a arrogance thing whatsoever at all. I just think that anyone can achieve any goal if they work hard enough, period. Because I've said this a million times on my channel, but obviously the people who reach the craziest goals and do the biggest things in life are just the people who work the hardest, who spend every single day doing everything they can to be what they want to be. And this goes with this book I'm reading. There was a story about a guy who had a really bad speech impediment, and he did everything he could to talk better. He put pebbles in his mouth, I don't know what that does, but he also shaved half his head, so he was too embarrassed to go outside, so that he would make sure that he stayed inside all day and practice his speech. He'd sit in a room and just exclaim and yell, and that is the kind of motivation and dedication that it takes to accomplish big goals. So I think that anyone can reach pretty much any goal, and as for me, I personally believe that as well. I think that there is no goal that is too hard for me to reach if I put all my efforts into it. My biggest vice ever, Snack-a-Poos. I'm at Kroger right now and I'm trying to return this, but the red box is broken. I'm gonna buy some dinner, go home, chill. The rest of my night is not very interesting, so I'm probably gonna wrap this up as soon as possible. Also, every time Girl Scouts ask me if I wanna buy their cookies, I can't say no. I think it's adorable when they're like, do you buy cookies? And I already know that it's gonna help them win something. Actually, I don't know for sure. Obviously, I sound pretty confused, but I always have to buy them. Oh, were you wondering who got the movie Spectre and who ordered dinner and who's about to pick it up in just a second? You weren't? Oh, okay, well, it was me. And that's my night. That's the end of what I am doing. So I'm gonna wrap up here, and I'm gonna try to do them in random parking lots or wherever I am because I just think it's more interesting. But if you don't like it, let me know, whatever. But the quote tonight that I have is actually recommended in my YouTube comments by the good homie, Lorraine Deb. And the actual quote itself goes as such, once I find it, which I just did. Don't live the same year 75 times and call it a life. It's by Robin Sharma. I got some comments today that were like, I miss your California videos and I wish they were similar. Then I had a bunch of other ones that were like, I prefer your Cincinnati ones. For me, of course, I prefer the Cincinnati ones because every year for me, for here on out, is going to be me trying to progress from the year before. So things are gonna change a lot. I very, very much want to die making memories instead of ever reminiscing on things that were or could have been. So thank you for watching, subscribing, commenting, liking, peeping these videos. Hopefully I'll see you in 24 hours. There'll be another video for your eyes if you're interested. So I appreciate you taking the time, and it means a lot. You guys are awesome. You rule. Good night.